What's going on, everyone? Welcome to today's video. Happy Sunday. Hope you all had an amazing weekend. I'm going to be going over today with you guys what I have on watch this week and what we're going to be looking at. So yeah, let's dive into it. So first thing, just kind of taking a look at the overall market here. We've been trending up really nicely since we broke out of this flag here after the pullback out of this channel. Continue to make new all-time highs almost every single day of last week, literally every single day of last week the market made new all-time highs. So SPY's looking really good, really healthy. Slight pullback on Friday intraday, but overall we're looking good. Same thing with Qs here, continue to make new all-time highs nearly every single day. So we love to see that. We're following this trend line here and just continuing on up. So all right, let's dive into some stocks. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stocks on watch this week. We're going to start on the daily chart with all these. This is where I like to start. I like to come here, go to a 1 year, 1 day, and it gives you more of a broad spectrum of things. And you get to look for breakouts and plays on larger time frames, which have much higher probability than just intraday plays. So first stock I have on watch this week is ROKU. ROKU is one of those stocks where it had a crazy rally for a long time, but now it is going through quite a large pullback, especially last week with earnings. And we have a pretty key support area here at 272.94, which was a past support back here. Even looking at it on 3 year, 1 week, if we break that support, like that's a pretty crucial area, and it hasn't broken out of this range in about a year. So definitely need to keep an eye on that. Going in on like the 20-day, 1 hour, the hourly chart here. An early entry on this one could be right here at the low of Friday. So this could be an early entry. I'm going to like to label these red. Entry number 1 to the downside. And yeah, depending on where we open up tomorrow, this could be an early entry for the dump below that 272.94. So yeah, this looks really good to the downside, but also, make sure to watch overall market if you're trading this to the downside. Next thing I have on watch is Tesla. Tesla had a pretty good week last week as well. We called this out right here. We had this flag that was forming here. We completely broke through that Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday kind of hung out here, and now we're forming a flag here, and we have a big resistance that's going to be at 1250. We had a wall on the level 2, and there's definitely going to be some resistance in that area. So, but we are forming this flag here, and we should, so Elon did tweet something saying he's going to possibly sell 10% of his Tesla stock. So I don't know how that's going to affect the overall stock. So we're just going to have to wait and see where this opens up tomorrow. But overall, first entry I'm looking at is a breakout of this flag here. So maybe like 1240 area, depending on where we open up tomorrow. And then the big entry I'm looking at is 1250. So yeah, definitely going to see a lot of volatility in this week. Next thing I have on watch is coin. Coin is interesting. We have this resistance from back here. Actually, I had this resistance from this green candle. It got rejected there and then continued down, and that is at 345.84. And we've broken up above that pre-market now, but we're continuing to hold down. 1, 2, 3, 4 days in a row, it's gone up near that level and then came back down. So yeah, I'm basically looking for a break above 346 for an entry, like an early entry, and then the main entry I'm looking at is 348 to maybe add or re-enter that position. And from there, this thing could go wherever, all the way up to 400. So there's nothing in the way of it after this. So next thing I got on watch is NVDA. NVDA saw an insane run on Thursday. Massive day, and then it pulled back on Friday, and now we have some resistance up here around 314. Move this slightly there. Bugs me when these numbers aren't exact. So yeah, now we have some resistance up there at 314. I'd really like to see this thing kind of hang out for a bit, 3 or 4 days, and then we get a break through that on maybe like Thursday would be awesome. Next thing I have on watch is Lucid. Lucid's getting really interesting. Obviously we had this massive green day here, pulled back, and now we made new highs on Friday. We do have earnings coming up on the 15th, but we have this massive gap fill that still needs to be filled here. Here's a wick, here's the prior day to that, the prior day. We have this massive gap down that had happened, and gaps like to fill themselves. So if this thing could get above $44, we have a lot of room on this for it to go. So I'm gonna draw that level there and just make sure we're keeping an eye on this. Let's see here. Yeah, so I'll probably look for an entry above Friday's high. And then the main entry this week, probably later this week, would be 44. But this thing can have some really big green days, so definitely keep an eye on this. If we can get up into that gap and we have some really high bullish momentum through here, those will be some good trades. Next thing I gotta watch is Facebook. Facebook had some good trades on this last week. We had this gap fill here that we filled, and it has momentum. So just watching it because it does have power to the upside right now, like just huge run up last week. And it broke above this high. So it did suck back under. As you can see, like they pulled it back under once it broke up. But watching for that new high break could be a really good play. Next thing I have on watch is UPST. I haven't been trading this one as much, but we're getting really tight in here, and it looks like we could break out in either direction. But I'm thinking to the bullish side, just because this thing still is strong in my opinion. We do have earnings on Tuesday after hours, so definitely keep an eye on that. But overall, I'm looking for a break out of this, and then a good entry would be above this high. So a good entry would be right above 355 for some nice day trades and stuff like that. So next thing I am watching, and we played this one on Friday, is Boeing, BA. Sorry about that. One sec. So Boeing on the weekly chart is where we're watching it. It was squeezing, getting really tight within here. And now we had a massive green day on Friday, and it broke out of that channel with authority. So now we need to watch it for new highs. So 224.59 is now the high on that. So that'll be the entry we're looking at tomorrow. Unless it opens up higher than that, then we'll look at pre-market highs going into Monday. So we broke out there, looking really nice. Let's see if we can continue up on this. The price action is hard on Boeing. When it breaks out, it can sometimes chop around a bit. So you definitely have to play it a bit differently than something you would play like a Tesla or a coin. But overall, good plays this week, lots on watch. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Always enjoy making these for you guys and going over just what I'm watching. I do this on Sundays no matter what, just to kind of get a game plan going. It's important to have a plan when trading, so that way your job during market open is just to execute that plan, and you don't have to think about what it is you're actually doing as much. It's more just executing on something that you had already thought about. So yeah, hope you guys have an amazing week trading. I'll try to put out some videos and keep you guys in the loop. Yeah, have a good Sunday night. Later.